Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is March 12th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage the esoteric and ritualistic blood sacrifice of U.S. President Donald J. Trump on the Jewish holidays of March 13th through March 17th of 2025. So in this video, I'm briefly going to outline, number one, the Jewish holidays that are coming up, the numerology surrounding these Jewish holidays, the top 10 most likely ways that Donald J. Trump will be murdered in a ritualistic blood sacrifice, the most likely scenarios by which he would be murdered, and of course the most likely scapegoats for whom the CIA will blame for this impending assassination of the 47th President of the United States on March 13th through 17th of 2025. So firstly, really briefly, the backdrop of Donald J. Trump's impending assassination is as follows. This started in earnest on July 13th of 2024 when the CIA staged a U.S. Secret Service stand-down and subsequent sniper assassination event featuring Democrat donor and BlackRock employee Thomas Matthew Crooks at Butler, Pennsylvania back on July 13th of 2024. This drew blood, removed part of Trump's ear, and this was specifically designed to highlight the fact that Donald J. Trump is now being targeted. Shortly thereafter, on September 15th of 2024, the CIA staged the arrest of Ryan Wesley Ruth for a failed AR-15-based assassination event targeting Donald J. Trump while he was golfing in West Palm Beach, Florida, back on September 15th of 2024. This guy had links to Ukraine, and that was the second high-profile assassination event targeting Trump. And then thirdly, on October 12th of 2024, the CIA staged the arrest of Vern Miller for possession of 2 firearms and ammunition attempting to breach the security perimeter at Trump's rally in Coachella, California. This was designed to show that a young person will assassinate Trump, because Coachella is a music festival for young people. And then, of course, we had the event on December 4th of 2024 when a lone gunman named Luigi, I forget his name, but he assassinated, his full name, he assassinated United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside the Hilton Hotel in New York City back on December 4th, which was specifically designed to foreshadow and set the precedent for somebody assassinating America's CEO, Donald J. Trump, at a later date, after which they will become extremely famous. So what the CIA is planning to do is say that a young person followed in the footsteps of Luigi and decided to assassinate Trump. And it's imperative to note that the first 3 assassination events targeting Donald J. Trump is designed to culminate in a 4th real assassination event, and this is the number 4, which is the Swiss cross, the number 4, which is found on the flag of Switzerland, which is home to the CIA. So they staged 3 fake assassination attempts, and then they're going to conclude with a real and 4th one. And it's also highly likely that the CIA is going to do a 2-for-1. So they're going to assassinate both Elon Musk and Donald J. Trump at the same time, murdering them in ritualistic blood sacrifices, and then saying that the gunman or the assassin killed both of them at the same time. So, firstly, in respect to the date of March 13th, tomorrow, March 13th, 2025, it is the Jewish holiday of Purim, which is the highest and holiest of all Jewish holidays on which blood sacrifices are routinely executed. It's also the Jewish holiday of Tanit Esther, on which blood sacrifices are also routinely offered. Coincidentally, Donald J. Trump is meeting with Texas Republicans, and it is highly likely that he will be killed during this meeting. Most likely by one, what is his name? Dan Crenshaw, a former Navy SEAL, the guy with the eye patch that looks like a pirate, who was caught on a hot mic a few days ago claiming that if he ever saw former Fox news anchor and journalist Tucker Carlson that he was going to kill him, and that's because they plan on. He's probably was brought into Congress as a safety valve, if you like, as the would-be assassin of Donald J. Trump. They'll say that they had an argument and it became physical, and then he attacked him, or vice versa, and then Donald J. Trump broke his spine or suffered an internal bleeding or had a stroke or something to that effect. So some sort of assassination event is planned surrounding the Donald J. Trump meeting with Texas Republicans at the White House on March 13th of 2025. Coincidentally, this marks Trump's 52nd day in office. This is 52 is two S's, which is SS as in the Nazi SS, which is the Nazi CIA, Switzerland. And it also it marks 28,762 days since Donald J. Trump was born back in Queens, New York, on June 14th of 1946, or 46. And the number 62 or 20 is 26 backwards, which equates to letter Z in the English alphabet, which is an acronym for Zionism. March 14th of 2025, also the Jewish holiday of Purim, the highest and holiest of all Jewish holidays, as I mentioned, on which blood sacrifices are routinely offered. Also, the Jewish holiday of Shushan Purim on March 14th, to which blood sacrifices are routinely offered. It's imperative to note here that the CIA almost always executes terror attacks, assassinations, wars, or blood sacrifices on Jewish holidays because they coincidentally mimic Roman holidays, which is a different story that I'll get into on another video someday. March 14th is also equates to 314, which is pi, 3.14. Pi equates to the letter P, which is the 16th letter, which is why there are 16 points on the logo of the CIA star. So it's basically the CIA's day. So it's highly likely that the Swiss CIA would assassinate Donald J. Trump on this particular date. It also coincidentally marks 949 days since the CIA staged the FBI raid targeting Donald J. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, back on August 8th of 2022. The number 49 equates to letters DI as in die. So it's highly likely that Trump would be killed on this particular date. Also, March 14th is a blood moon. So the full moon is going to be red, and blood sacrifices are always offered on blood moons, and this will be no different. March 15th is the Jewish holiday of Shushan Purim, on which blood sacrifices are routinely offered. It's also the Jewish holiday of Purim Meshulash, to which blood sacrifices are also routinely offered. This also marks 28,764 days since Donald J. Trump was born. 24 equates to letter X, which is international symbol of death. The number 26 equates to letter Z, which is an acronym for Zionism, which is a political motivation behind Donald J. Trump's impending blood sacrifice. And it also contains the number 84, which is Obama's birthday of August 4th, because the assassination of Donald J. Trump is designed to politically erect one Barack Hussein Obama in the aftermath of Donald J. Trump's assassination, which will likely be used to spark a civil war in the United States. March 16th is the Jewish holiday of Purim Meshulash, as I mentioned, on which blood sacrifices are routinely offered. It's also imperative to note that the 16 of March 16th equates to the 16-point CIA star found in the logo of the CIA. So it's highly likely that the CIA would assassinate Donald J. Trump on this particular date. March 17th, so the Jewish holiday of Purim Meshulash ends at sunrise on March 17th. So it's possible that Donald J. Trump would be murdered on the morning of March 17th, which is also St. Patrick's Day, which is symbolically speaking a four-leaf clover, which is symbolic of the CIA in Switzerland, and their cross, which means death. And it also marks 28,766 days since Donald J. Trump was born. And of course, the number 26 equates to the letter Z, which is an acronym for Zionism. And the number 66 is 2 sixes, which also equates to the letter Z, which is an acronym for Zionism, which is the political motivation behind Donald J. Trump's impending assassination. And of course, the 17 and March 17th equates to the letter Q, as in coup d'etat. So it's highly likely that the CIA would assassinate Donald J. Trump in some esoteric and ritualistic blood sacrifice on this particular date. Really quickly, the top 10 most likely blood sacrifices, and I'm going to count down from the least likely to the most likely. Number 10, a medical emergency targeting Donald J. Trump, possibly an allergic reaction, appendicitis, internal bleeding, ruptured spleen, etc., possibly after being physically attacked or assaulted by a congressman, the first lady, a senator, a would-be assassin, law enforcement, such as the Capitol Police, Metro Police, DC, and or Secret Service. Number 9, arrest by the CIA, DOJ, FBI, ICC, Interpol, IRS, SEC, United Nations, U.S. Marshal Service, or Secret Service for crimes he did not commit, such as bribery, campaign contributions, domestic violence, links to Epstein Island or the murder of Jeffrey Epstein, espionage, insider trading, the Pizzagate, having sex with minors, being a traitor, for treason, for IRS-related crimes, for January 6th-related crimes, for November 5th election-related crimes, racketeering, for violating the RICO Act, links to Russia, the Security and Exchange Commission crimes, sexual assault crimes. After which, during the arrest, he would likely be killed by Capitol Police, DC Metro Police, and or Secret Service under the guise of resisting arrest and subsequent asphyxiation, bone break, possibly via chokehold, flogging, or macing. Number 8, being suicided in his jail cell like Jeffrey Epstein in aftermath of the aforementioned arrest. Number 7, act of God. This is a wildfire or force majeure act of God, such as a wildfire, an earthquake, lightning strike, or sinkhole. Number 6, a crash targeting Air Force One, Marine One, or the presidential limousine, also known as the Beast. A CIA terror attack, a bombing, a mass shooting, etc. Number 4, dying of a previously undiagnosed disease, such as brain tumor or a cancer. Number 3, a direct energy weapon related attack. This is a laser attack that is infrared, you can't see it, resulting in immediate brain aneurysm, heart attack, or stroke. Number 2, suffering some type of timely accident, such as a slip and fall or a fire. And number 1, of course, is assassination. So in no particular, or in alphabetical order, I should say, we have an accidental firearm discharge by law enforcement, such as the Capitol Police, DC Metro Police, Private Security, or Secret Service. Arson attack, biological attack, bombing, chemical attack, direct energy weapon attack, kidnapping and or hostage crisis, poisoning, ramming attack, shooting, sniper attack, terror attack, suicide bombing, or stabbing. Those are the most likely ways that he would be assassinated. And the scapegoats that the CIA would blame for the impending blood sacrifice of Donald J. Trump on the dates of March 13 through 17 include, but are not limited to, Al-Qaeda, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, Canadians, Cubans, China, DEI hires, Doge members, drug cartel members, ex-employees of Truth Social or Trump Organization, ex-lovers of Trump such as E. Jean Carroll, Stormy Daniels, foreign nationals, former Trump business partners, Hamas, illegal aliens, immigrants, former intelligence officials whom Trump revoked their security clearance, Iran, Islamic jihadists, Islamic terrorists, LGBTQ members, the mafia, the mob, Native Americans, possibly AIM, North Korea, Oath Keepers, Pakistan, Proud Boys, Russia, transsexual or transgenders, Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan gang, Ukraine, possibly their Secret Service, SBU, in the aftermath of the Zelensky White House scandal. Undocumented workers, members of the United States Armed Forces, members of Veteran Affairs, a number of which were just recently fired, or Zionists, as was scapegoated in the sniper assassination or gunman assassination of former Israeli Prime Minister Hassan Rabin back in, I believe, 1981, November 4th, if my memory serves. So just to recap, sorry for the exhausting video, but we have back-to-back Jewish holidays, and we know that the CIA always executes blood sacrifices. I would say top 5 people that the CIA wants to kill at this point is got to be number 1, Donald J. Trump, number 2, Pope Francis, number 3, Tom Brady, number 4, Taylor Swift, and probably number 5, I would say Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Others on that list are probably Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor, and so on. But the top 5, Trump is numero uno, and so it's highly likely that in this, I think it's the first time in all my years of journalism that I have actually witnessed, maybe they happened and I wasn't paying attention, 4 consecutive days of Jewish holidays. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to highlight these holidays and highlight the scenarios by which the CIA will eliminate Trump, either by assassination, arrest, or what have you. So obviously, if Donald J. Trump is arrested, assassinated, killed in any form or fashion on the dates of March 13th through March 17th, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. And lastly, I should say, if the impending assassination of Donald J. Trump is scapegoated onto Iran, China, Iran, Pakistan, Russia, or North Korea, it will be used to start World War III. Which is why I believe they allowed Donald J. Trump to win the election in 2024. If the impending assassination of Donald J. Trump is executed by an African American, a Mexican, or Latino person, or a foreign national, they're going to use it to start a civil war in the United States. So this is why, as I mentioned, I believe Donald J. Trump was allowed to win the election, and this narrative started, as I previously mentioned, with the July 13th high-profile fake assassination event targeting Trump, where they nicked his ear with what I believe was a direct energy weapon. And so they want to use the impending assassination of Trump for political capital to either start a civil war in America after blaming it on an African American, an LGBTQ member, or a transsexual, or a minority of some sort. And then if it's blamed on another country, then they'll use that to trigger World War III. So obviously that can't be allowed to happen. So obviously I'm praying for a peaceful next few days. Peace.